The next assumption we're going to check is normality. Normality suggests that residuals should be normally distributed, and this is especially so for small sample sizes. So that might not be the case here. We have nearly 1,500 observations, so we might be okay. We feel pretty good about the robust nature of our model, but that said, this is still something we need to examine. So this assumption underlies the validity of hypothesis tests for coefficients, t-tests for significance. If the errors are highly skewed, your inferences may be off. So the way I like to look at this is imagine guessing someone's weight using a bunch of bathroom scales. Some might be a little off, but the errors should cluster around zero. So if most scales are skewed in one direction, for example, your guesses are going to be biased and you're going to be off in your estimators. Your model's errors should be normally distributed like a bell curve centered at zero, not lopsided or extreme. So the way we go through this process is actually very similar to the way we go through other ones. We go to regression. When we go to the plot, this is where we actually want to look at the histogram and normal probability plot, because ultimately what we want to see is that we want to see that the residuals look normally distributed. So when we run this, we're going to look at two things. We're going to look at the histogram. So we want to see if these distributions, these distributed bars on the frequencies, look pretty closely like a bell curve. So it actually plots the bell curve in it. And for all intents and purposes, if you were to shift the bell curve the slightest bit to the right, this would actually be very clean. So for all intents and purposes, we can say visually that this looks good. Same to be said for the PP plots. What it's actually looking at is the observed cumulative probability against the expected. It's plotting that. And you want to look at it on a diagonal line, and you want to see that they're lining up clearly. If you saw a bunch of clustering around here or elsewhere, then we would probably say that we not doing great on our normality end. But the fact that we have, for the most part, looking bell distributed, looking like it's fitting along the ridge line, but also having a robust sample size that we feel good about normality here in our assumptions.